going on, y'all? Y'all tune in to another episode of Vlogging with Spade.
And Luda, like, yo.
And Luda. Luda here too. Okay, Luda here too.
And Luda.
Vlogging with Spade and Luda.
Thank you.
Today, we got real special guests on the channel, man. You want us to introduce you or you want to introduce yourself?
Y'all can introduce me.
Nah, I'll rock with you. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, okay. I got him. I've been knowing him longer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
This is my man, T.Hames. You go by right now?
Yeah, that's my government. That's it.
He go by T.Hames right now.
That's a fact.
I've been knowing him since, how old was I? 10?
I don't think he was that young, but
I moved from that house when I was maybe 13. I knew you for a couple years before we moved.
oh yeah. So yeah.
I was probably about 10.
Yeah, damn.
11? 10, 11.
Yeah, I was like 13.
Yeah, so I was about 10 or 11. Music is how I ran into him. I make beats. He make beats. He was rapping.
Thanks.
We was all into the same stuff, so that's how we got cool with him. He just got a good personality, man. It's not a great personality.
Nah.
But he got a good personality.
No beats at all.
But yeah, we're gonna ask him a couple questions today, see what's going on. He got his new studio set up. What's the name of the studio?
Studio 353.
Studio 353. We're gonna get into the name and how he came up with the name and all that. But for right now, we just let him introduce himself, what he do.
It was a little backstory.
Yeah, a little backstory, what he into. So, if you just want to tell the people like what you do right now for what is this? What we doing here?
Right now we are actually in my home with my wife and my children. This is a room that I set aside to do production.
Sorry.
So obviously as a big homie said, I make beats. I compose, produce, play piano, and I engineer.
Alright, man, stop with all that humble stuff.
Yeah.
He fire. He know what he doing.
He know
how to make beats.
He lying.
When it come to all this, this is who you come to when you want to get all this done. He's fire. I don't know why.
This is hard work and dedication.
He's sitting here with all this humble stuff. He fire at what he do.
That's true.
So if you need
anything, humble brag and stuff,
yeah,
I do a little bit of this.
Anything done musically, whether you sing, you rap, you do country, I don't know, whatever.
One of the best in the town.
Whatever you do, come see him, and he got something for you.
That's true.
So.
Nah, he want to agree to everything. He didn't want to say none of it himself, but he agreed with everything.
But yeah, we're going to kick it off by basically, how'd you come up, well, first before we get into the name, why'd you decide to do the studio in your house versus renting a space?
Well, obviously because of cost. The reason I chose to keep it in my house is because I wanted to keep the price point low.
Mm-hmm.
I do understand that what comes with being a rapper, not just a rapper, but an artist, period, is a lot of times we're creative people and we're not financial people. Yeah. So our funds be compromised.
Mm-hmm.
So it made sense for me to try to keep the cost as low as possible, which is why I kept it in my house so I wouldn't have to pay rent for an office. And I can make the price cheap for my clients.
Okay.
So that's why I chose to keep it here. And we had the space. And obviously because I like to be close to my studio. Like if I want to get out the bed and jump in the lab, I have the opportunity to do that.
Right. Like you hear something in the
I
middle
get
of the night, you just come in. Yeah.
And I get to stay close to my family.
Right.
My kids are right on the other side of the door, so if they need that, I'm right here. I'm just knocking.
That's a fact. Because if you was away, this could be like a time-consuming job.
Another thing to go with that, whether it's conscious or not, it feels less like a job when you can
do it from home.
Go downstairs and get a cup of water and walk out the door and say hi to your kids and then come back in here. Versus getting in the car, driving to some place, knowing you cut off from, your personal life and all that. So that makes sense. That makes sense. That was a good answer. I like that.
That's fire.
You and your toes. I like that. But, next question we had, and it's not like a real sit down cookie cutter interview. We basically just kicking it.
Yeah, this our mess. This ain't just some person we heard about.
Right.
We wanted to just chop it up with. Like, nah,
so
this our mess.
Most of the regular interview questions, I hope that's not what you came here for. But yeah, I am interested. A lot of this stuff I didn't know either. So I am interested in how you came up with the name 353 Studios. So if you want to explain that a little bit.
There's actually two reasons for that name. Rest in peace to my mom. She used to play the lottery like every day, and her main number that she would play was 353. Every day she would always play 353, and she would hit all the time on 353. And ironically, that's also the address to the house. Okay. So it just made sense for me to go with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
brain power at all.
No, being that, you know, this the house where the studio is located. This is her house, you know, and you know she blessed me with it, and I'm so appreciative of that. And I just thought that it would be, you know, a good thing to name it kind of after her, or after something that, you know, she did every day. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that.
Just funny, a funny little inside thing, just for me.
Sentimental, it's something sentimental. I thought it was something like, I like 357s and drinking 40, so subtract 4 from the 3. I'm just messing with you.
Nothing like that. Yeah, that's how I came up with the name 353.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. So basically, when people walk into your studio, what do you expect from them, and what do you think they're expecting from you? When somebody comes in here and say, okay, I booked my time, we're gonna work for this long. What do you expect from the client, and why do you think the client came here to you? Like, what are they expecting from you?
Okay. What do I expect from the client? You know, to be honest with you, like, in this field, I deal with all kind of different people on all different kind of skill levels. So I really have no idea what's coming through the door when I book a new client. So with that being said, I'm open. I'm always open to whatever. I have no expectations, or I'm not expecting them to be professional. I'm not even expecting them to know the lyrics that they're recording. Like, I have so many sessions where they don't have any direction, and at that point, as an engineer and as a producer, I try to come in and I try to help them form a song. And I've done that for so many of my clients, where they've come in with a verse, you know, a 3-minute verse, just rapping through the whole song, and I'm like, yo, let's take this piece from the verse and make it a hook, and then, you feel what I'm saying? And then they leave out with a whole record, you know, a whole song that they never even thought that they could have. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, this really, I can't really say that, you know, I have any expectations for my clients. You know, what you can expect from me every time is I'm gonna be professional every single time. I'm gonna be on time every single time, and I'm always gonna give my all when I'm recording. I'm always gonna make sure that I record the song in the best way possible. I'm always gonna make sure that I give it 100 when I'm mixing. You understand what I'm saying? So off the rip, I'm just always gonna give you everything that I could possibly give you. As far as the studio, you can expect to see upgrades constantly. All about atmosphere. I'm all about sound quality. I'm all about the wow factor. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be continuously looking for ways to make this a better experience, because I understand that if you're an artist, the studio's like Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know, you know, like when the kids go to Chuck E. Cheese, there's just big mice running around, and there's games. There's lights, just
everything feel like it's catered to them.
You understand what I'm saying? So like, my goal is to make this Chuck E. Cheese for an artist. I want to have the atmosphere, to create the atmosphere that you want to be in, that you feel comfortable in, and that you feel creative in.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's good. I like that.
That was super long. So.
No, that's fine. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
Like, that was a genuine answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking around the studio.
Yeah.
I know a little bit something about, you know, equipment. I'm not obviously on his level, but I see that you did put thought and money into every piece of equipment that you chose in here.
Yeah.
If you want to just explain a little bit about your thought process when you choosing equipment. Maybe not recommendations because we're not giving anybody any free shout outs. But just, what went into you picking the equipment that you chose to go in here.
Okay. So with that being said, like, having the studio is like, having my studio set up has been like my dream. Like, to be honest with you, bro, like some of this gear that I got now, I've been trying to get since we were little. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
something in particular I'm looking at that I know.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I've always known what I've wanted, and I pick certain things based upon the results I'm looking to get. Obviously, like I don't know if we can get maybe we can get go to a shot later, but like
I'm definitely getting B-roll of the studio, so don't worry about that.
Okay. Boom. So like I chose the KRKs and the subwoofer because they knock stupid. And when I make beats, I love to hear the bass. I love to feel. Not only do I need to hear it, I need to feel it. Mm-hmm. And I need honesty. Like, so I found something that I believe in. So that's why I chose KRK. The Yamahas, I'm new to those, and they're tough because the high and mid frequencies on the Yamahas are tremendously honest. So I've been noticing lately they expose some of my mixes. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. I gotta go back and revisit this mix. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's why I got them. So I think in between the two speakers, I can find, what I'm trying to say is I can find a good mix. If I can get it to sound good on this system and on the Yamaha system, I know that I got something that's truly sonically good.
Nothing's exaggerated. It sounds exactly how you want it to.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So that's why I chose speakers. Another awesome thing that I just recently bought for the studio was the SSL2 preamp, which is a preamp made by South State Logic, which is another legendary company. Not an ad. And not an ad. And for years you couldn't touch anything SSL without having thousands of dollars. Yeah. And they recently dropped a budget preamp. Originally it was supposed to be $500, and then they brought the price down to like $250 or something like that.
So how did I not? And it's awesome. It blew everything else I've been using out the water, and it's just freaking amazing. So those are just two things I mentioned today that I'm having fun with. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So it sounds like you catering everything towards from like a hobbyist standpoint. This is not just a job because everybody's in the house and looking for something to do. Mm-hmm. It sounds like this is something that you actually love and put time into, like you enjoy, doing this.
Well, you know that, because you know me. But
they don't go, so stop talking.
Right. I'm absolutely. This is not, I'm sitting around and let's do this. No, this is not that. This is something I've been doing since I was a kid, and I've had the opportunity, as of late, as of recently, to become more professional with it and to start inviting clients into my home and helping them with their projects.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Rudy, you got anything? Because this is our first time being in the studio. So basically, we wanted to do kind of like an interview style thing, but we also wanted to just kick it and, film our first times in here and just bounce some vibes around. So,
thanks.
But yeah, Rudy, anything you want to ask?
As a producer, do you, I know you already mentioned you help the creative process of the artist. Do you, how much of the insight do you give? Like, do you just steer them, or do you, because I know somebody like me, I'm the person who I can start a song writing and then just black out.
Right.
He just wanted to plug himself. Go ahead.
I did. I'm not good at all. So, so do you help them with the writing, or you just strictly go song format Like in case of artists got like writer's block or something, or they can't remember exactly what they wanted to say.
So like, you know, again, that goes back to like I said before, skill set and who's coming through the door. Because I have guys that come in here and they know exactly what they want to do.
Right.
So I'm really just on the computer the whole time. I'm really just, you know, recording and mixing. These guys know exactly what they want to do. They know where the ad-libs go. They even know where they want the delays to hit. They know whether they want a quarter note delay or a 1/8 note delay. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That's how deep they know what they want. So with those guys, it's really not too much for me to do.
Right.
So it depends on the client, because then I got cats that come in here and they can't even explain to me what they're trying to do, and I have to kind of piece it together. They're like, well, you know, I want to echo. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I know what they want. They want delay. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, do you want it to be faster or do you want it to be slower? So it's like, you get what I'm saying? So I kind of gotta, you know, it's actually training. You understand what I'm saying? Because these guys will eventually learn what delays are and you know what reverb is. You understand what I'm saying? So it's different for every client, and absolutely, if they need help writing and bouncing ideas, I feel like that's my job to make it so that when they leave here, they leave with product that they can upload to social media. Okay. To be honest with you, I never want to have a client leave with something that I'm not proud of.
Right.
You know, so that's my goal. So when they leave here, that they leave with something that they're proud of and that we're proud of. Okay. And that's my goal.
Yeah. I mean, I love my city. Not trying to throw any shade on my city, but that's rare to have somebody who cares about the client and saying, I want to do everything I can to make sure the client leaves happy, not just I'm gonna get it done and get them out the door.
I'll just push something and be like, all right, it's finished, and then you go to listen to it, and it's like, what in the world? Y'all said this was done.
Or it's like they don't know, so I can take a couple hours off, just easy money, because they don't really know.
Right.
But you know, I never got that vibe from you. I feel like with everything you do, that's not really, even with the production and making beats.
Right.
I know you've had clients that's like, I just want it to sound like this, and you listen to the beat, it's kicks and snares in it, and you know what I mean. You're like, well, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna take it to the next level just because that's what I do.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like, you gotta go above and beyond. I believe in over delivering.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I always want to over deliver, and to be honest with you, like it's been truly, I've been truly blessed. I believe like the studio, I opened the studio up in like June, bro. I've been booked every single week. Every single weekend since June, I've been booked out, and repeat clients. I'm seeing the same guys. These guys are pleased. I'm happy. I'm forming relationships with people. Like, you know, I'm building like a family almost. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I feel about my clients. Like, I'm fond of them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're like working together to make a movement, you know, and I'm networking for these guys. I share all their music on my social media platforms, and you know, they've been doing the same thing for me, and it's just like a whole network, and we're like growing, you know.
Yeah, that's
so it's awesome, man. That's really awesome.
That's dope. All right, so I mean, the next thing I want to know is, you did just talk about all the stuff you do for the client, you know, whether it's helping them with writing, formatting, and basically pushing them through the process of making a song.
Right.
You probably have to charge something, I wouldn't say expensive or exaggerated, but you probably have to charge something that's, you know, worth your while to do all that, right? Or
and I think I do. Like I said, like my rate right now is $35, and I know that sounds crazy cheap.
That does,
but it's the fact that I can charge that price is that I don't have any rent.
Okay.
So you get what I'm saying?
Circle.
Right. You get what I'm saying? So and I like it that way, because my clients can book more time and develop more. The more time that they can spend in the studio, the more that they can truly develop the sound that they're looking for
and their craft.
And the more I can develop the mix that they're looking for. You get what I'm saying? Because they all want unique things. They all come in here and they want they want certain reverbs. They want certain delays. They want to sound like Chris Brown. They want to sound like Quavo and Offset. And you know, those things take time.
Yeah.
You know, those things take time. Building. Everybody asks me, how does the baby? How does he get his voice to sound so deep and so clear? Like you know, that's engineering. You know, like engineers say, your artists win Grammys, you know, for making good music, but it's not the artists. It's the engineers that make the artists sound like that.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. It's us that's behind there that's creating that sound. You know, they just get the glory for it, you know. And there's no shade against artists. But what I'm saying is that my price point enables us to work longer and develop more. And I plan, even though I'm making a bunch of upgrades to the studio. We just ordered a mixing console. We just got in on a bid for a Neumann microphone. Like we're just constantly. I say we're like it's someone else.
Yeah, it's a team. It's just you.
It's just me. So I'm constantly making upgrades and looking to improve on the quality here. And I do not plan on upping the price at all. I'm going to keep the price the same no matter what, because it's important to me that you guys get to spend more time in here.
And it's affordable.
Right.
Real quick, not to cut you off, but to get back to that point, because it is just you, there's probably another reason that you're able to keep the price where it is.
Right. I don't have to pay anybody.
Right.
Exactly. Absolutely.
I just don't want people to think that this prices is cheap, so what's the catch?
Right.
You know, it's all your stuff you own.
I own the house.
You're literally just paying for your time.
Right.
Is what you're doing.
Like I said, my mother gave me the house, you know, just to give you guys background on why I'm able to keep my price low.
Yeah.
Which is true blessings.
Yeah. No quality no corners being cut. It's just you're literally paying for his time and services. So
that's exactly what I'm trying to do. That's right. And you know, people ask this question a lot of time. It's $35. Does it come with mixing? And yes, it does. You understand what I'm saying? So if you book 2 hours in the studio and you record within an hour, I will spend an hour mixing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it will include whatever you'd like me to do, whether that's making a beat, whether that's consulting, whether that's writing, whatever you book inside that time, I'm gonna provide service for you.
Okay.
And that's another rarity, because a lot of people will either up the charge or make it a separate thing in itself to mix all together. It's yeah, you want to charge extra or charge another session just to mix it? Like, come on.
I simply just want to be paid for my time. There's, you know, I don't charge $100 for mastering. No, if you have the time within the session to get your song mastered, then I'll master it.
Right.
Point blank, period.
It's literally a one-stop shop.
Right.
Because, like you said, he produces, he makes beats also. You can literally come here with a pen and a notepad, leave with a complete song in a couple hours if you wanted to.
That's a fact.
So,
that's a fact.
I can respect. I mean, I know you're busy.
Yeah, I actually got like a session in like 10 minutes.
Got a session coming up. I know you're busy, so we're gonna let you get out of here. We're just gonna let you do all the plugs you want, tell people where they can find you, what to look for and everything.
Sweet.
Then we'll get some B-roll of the studio and we'll let you get back to work.
Sweet. Again, guys, I'm Tyree T.Hames-The Giant, and we in my studio right now. You can find me on IG at my name, Tyree Hames. So that's at Tyree Hames. You can find me on Facebook, Tyree Hames. You can find me on YouTube, Tyree Hames.
Okay.
My website, beatsbytyree.com. So it's all about me. So basically, you can go to studio353.com and subscribe right now. The website will probably be up in about a week.
That's a big one right
there.
And the website.
There, you can actually listen to my mixes, and you can see for yourself that none of this is cap. You can go right to the website, studio353.com, and that's 3FIFTY3.com. So, yeah, go there and check that out. Radiobangers.com is still piping. Go to radiobangers.com and get you some beats like right now. Make sure you subscribe to my man Spade. Make sure you go and subscribe right now. Like go and do it like right now. And yeah, stay in tune with what we got going on because I'm gonna be doing some work for these guys. And
we're all working together like this. Yeah. It's not a this for that or a job or like we literally. I will chill with this dude for an entire day sometimes.
Yeah, we like argued on the phone for like 3 hours last week.
Yeah, literally. So
to like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like literally.
So yeah, you're gonna see a lot more work between us coming soon. I don't know. He might get me back into making beats. I don't know.
I'm trying.
I'm not at all getting.
No, he's gonna put you on payroll.
But guys, I'm literally gotta go.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, we appreciate it, man.
All right, dog.